Hey everybody, it's Yo from SubiSpeed. I'm here with our 2015 WRX, and we're going to go through changing out the OEM fog lights that come with these cars. The OEM fog lights, no matter if you're the STI, premium, or limited model of the WRX, come with a plastic housing and a 19-watt bulb. So really low light intensity and kind of that cheap plastic housing. So we're going to change that out to an OLM glass housing that comes with your choice of HID bulb, 4300 Kelvin, 5000 Kelvin, 6000 Kelvin, 8000 Kelvin, all those choices to match your low beams, your high intensity low beams that come on the limited and STI models, or if you change out to an HID kit like we have on our premium. So we're gonna go and take these off, install those OLMs, and show you guys the differences between them. So on my right, we've got the OEM fog lights still installed. Then on my left, we've got the OLM kit installed. You can see the difference in color and also light intensity. The cutoff is also really sharp on these HID fog lights. The cutoff's okay on the OEMs, but you can't really beat that. So great light intensity, really good kit. We've got the car in the air and the fender liner removed. This is actually a step that you guys won't have to do with your cars. You actually can do it on the ground and only taking off a couple of the C-clips for the fender liner. What you need to do is turn the wheel all the way to the opposite side, and then once you get these C-clips off, you can peel the fender liner back, and you can gain access to this whole area that we're going to be working on. So we got this stuff removed so we can show you guys a nice clear shot of it. So let's get to work. So we're on the driver's side removing the fog light, and we're on the driver's side because it's actually a little more complicated than the passenger side. The complications come from the windshield washer reservoir that's kind of in your way. Basically, all you have to do is take this connector off and tuck that up to get out of the way so you have some room to bring the fog light out. After that, we've got two mounting screws, two Phillips head mounting screws for the fog lights, one right there and one up there. And you just have to remove those and you can pull the full fog light out. So let's take a look at the OLM kit and what comes in it. We've got your ballast and ballast wiring here, and then also your bulb and the bulb wiring harness as well. We've got the glass projector housing itself, a mounting bracket for that housing, and a couple screws for the mounting. To wire this stuff up, it's very simple. You've got your female and male connectors on the ballast side and female and male connectors on the bulb side. There's only one way that these go together, so you really can't mess it up. I'm going to go ahead and get those put together there. Again, very simple. Only one way they can go. And then one more connector here that goes to the ballast, the red connector on the ballast. Again, one way they can go. A little notch here on the top to show you your positive and negative, and those connect there. This last connector goes into the OEM fog light connector that's on the car, and the bulb, of course, goes inside your projector housing. And the projector housing here, as you can see, has a top marking on there, so just take note of that when you're installing these in the car. Obviously this needs to go up. We've got the mounting bracket that goes onto the housing. You come in from the back side of it, and you would use the furthest point for the mounting there. And what we're going to do is install one of these screws, because on the bumper you actually don't have enough room to install this. So we'll install the one screw that's on the innermost side of the bumper, and then we can get these installed. Next step is we need to take off the OEM bezel for the fog lights so we can gain access to those screws when we mount this on the inside there. To do this, it's very simple. It just pops right off. So you just kind of get behind here and pull. Give it some force, and it'll pop right off, just like that. With the bezel removed, you can see that it's very tight fit back here. And because of that, we need to get the mounting screw in on the innermost side of the Foglight to get that done, because we can't reach back here with the screwdriver or anything like that because of this panel. We get that, again, the innermost, or the outermost portion of the mounting kit. Go ahead and get your screw on there. Tighten that down with the screwdriver to where you want it. And you kind of want to line it up. Make sure this is pretty much straight with the other edge of the housing itself. And that's nice and tight, so we're good there. Don't install the other side, however, because you won't be able to fit this through the housing with that installed. We're going to do that after we get this mounted up to these points here. With the mounting bracket installed on the housing, we can go ahead and slide this through and get it mounted up into the bumper. There's 2 slots here on the right side that you'll go in, and then the mounting points for the screws. So you can let that hang there and then go ahead and thread in the screws on the left side. With the Foglight now in place, we can come back up to the front of the car and get this last mounting screw into the mounting bracket on the right side. With this screw, you'll want to position the Foglight and aim it so it's kind of straight before you get the mounting point in. So that's lined up, you can screw it down. And you can come back and adjust the angle of the Foglight once you've got the bulb in place. So now we got to get the bulb installed. So we've got everything wired up again like we showed you before. And on the back side of our ballast, we've got 3M automotive grade double-sided tape, which we put on the back. And we're just going to mount this onto our windshield wiper reservoir here. So go ahead and do that. Just stick it right on the side there. Nice and firm, make sure it sticks. This stuff holds up to a lot, so should be good there. Then you just need to put this into the OEM connector for the Foglights. And now the bulb will snake through and go into the projector. Once you get in there, just turn it to lock in place, and you're good to go. Now we've got the Foglights aimed. Last step is to get the OEM bezel back into place. You want to put these tabs on the side in first, and it just pops right back on. So there you have it. We got the OLM Foglights installed. So get rid of those cheap OEM Foglights that Subaru gives you. We got these on our website. If you guys got any comments or questions, leave them in the comments below, or you can shoot us an email, sales@SubiSpeed.com, or give us a call, 888-885-2002. Be sure to like and subscribe for more DIYs on your 2015 Subaru WRX or STI.